Hey, what's good, my brothers and sisters of the Briar? Coming to you on a Saturday afternoon. Thought I'd make a quick video. Nothing too intense or earth shattering. I am actually, I was watching some YouTube videos on some of the cigars and whatnot, doing some of the cigar reviews. So I thought I'd have me a cigar today. And I decided I'm going to have the Gloria Cubana Cigar stick. And I haven't smoked this one yet, but I've had several in the past and whatnot. So I have my trusty perfect guillotine, and I've already taken a slice off the top. And I was really trying to decide what was I going to light it with. Am I going to use my torch or use a match? And normally when I'm inside the house, I'm kind of a purist. I like to use a match, a long handle, long stem match. There are times where I've used a torch inside. You know, I don't really think it matters when you're at your house or anything like that. I think it does matter when you go certain places. There's a certain etiquette to what to use and what not to use, depending on who is around you, who's the company, as well as the environment. So I'm safe in my house, so I can either use a torch or long stem match. But I like to get back to my roots sometimes, so I like to use the match. So as you can see, I'm in my office. I'm gonna turn my smoke eater on. And because I'm in kind of the small quarters, I'm using my fan in the window as well. Normally when I'm smoking my pipe, I don't have anything on. I just like the aroma of the pipe to be in the room and whatnot. But when I'm smoking my cigar in my office, and it being smaller than my den, I do like to have a little bit of help. So I will run my smoke eater, and on this Saturday, it's not that bad outside weather-wise. So I got the window up, threw the fan in on low, and there we go. So let's see if I'll be able to light this cigar with this, a little bit of wind that's going through here. Now, I've been smoking cigars since '96, and you know, I'm always still learning, always still, you know, working on my craft and whatnot. My goal was to do a little bit of retrohaling with this cigar. It's a little darker. It's not your Connecticut shade or creamy cigar, but again, I've had La Gloria Cubanas before, and I'm ready for the challenge to see if I can do a little bit of retrohale, get some of the nuances of this cigar and whatnot. So I'm going to do that. But actually I forgot where my thought process is going. Oh, that's what it is. I've seen guys and girls put the cigar in their mouth and lick it all the way around and whatnot. Someone tell me what the purpose of that is. I don't know. I don't know if it's to let it burn longer, burn more even. But I can truly say in my years of smoking cigars that if I want the cigar to last longer, I control the amount, the frequency of puffs I take off the cigar. If I want it to burn evenly, I make sure that the room flow is not, the airflow in the room is not that bad. Also, too, I always keep a lighter with me. That way, if I need to touch up the edges, I touch up the edges. Now, I will say this, and I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to get some flack for it, but I really don't care, because I do believe in etiquette. And I do believe that if you're going to smoke a cigar, you need to know the basics of smoking a cigar. And the one thing that just chaps my hide, as they would say, or just burns my bridge, is to see someone take their drink, take their cigar, and dip it in their drink. What the hell is that about? Brothers, sisters, countrymen, lend me your ear. You do not take your cigar and dip it in your cognac, your whiskey, your bourbon, vodka, whatever. You don't do that. Now, I will say this. You brought the cigar. It's your cigar. You can do what the hell you want to with that cigar. But don't be mad when I say something. It comes with the territory. Don't dip your cigar in there. If you want a infused cigar, buy an infused cigar. Several of them out there that has the whiskey or the bourbon and whatnot. If you want a flavored cigar, get a flavored cigar. Don't dip your cigar in your milkshake, your chocolate milkshake, your blueberry granite fruit juice, whatever. If you want an infused cigar, get an infused cigar. But don't be out in public or in private taking your cigar and dipping in your drink. This is a no-go. There's no excuse for that. That's just, in my book, this is pure ignorance. So I know I'm going to get some flack off that, but I really don't care. So, it's a good cigar. I'm getting I don't know if I'm supposed to get this, and I don't think it's from my drink, but got a little bit of sweetness. Just a hint. Not a sweet cigar at all, but I got a little bit of a hint of sweetness. Kind of like little sweet after notes, but I'm definitely getting some woodsy notes, and it's not a peppery stick. If it is, I'm not tasting it yet. Maybe in the second or third of the cigar, but in this first cigar, I'm able to retrohale. It's actually very smooth on my nose, on my nasal passages. I'm not getting a burning sensation. I'm not getting any kind of spice or anything. I'm just getting a nice, smooth, woodsy. I won't even say grass. I would say more of I'll just say woodsy. And I was gonna say bark, but really, I've never had bark before. You know, I'm not a beaver. I don't go out there and chew sticks and whatnot. But I am getting a nice woodsy, nice earthy feel for it. The one thing I'm still doing, I'm trying to increase my skills in tasting cigars, trying to figure out what is the essence of the cigar, whether it be grass, leather, earth, woodsy, you can tell sweetness and whatnot, but those nutty, those flavors. And today I'm doing something that I normally don't do when I'm trying to cigar for the first time. I actually have some whiskey and ginger here. And I'm sure that's a pretty stiff drink. I'm sure that is distorting the taste of the cigar somewhat. Normally I would get a glass of water to smoke the cigar that I haven't smoked before, or I won't drink anything. But if I do, it's usually water. And then if I've analyzed the cigar to the best of my ability, as well as trying to pick out all the essence of a cigar, then I'll pour me a drink, whether it be whiskey, bourbon. I'm a big wine guy, so normally I'm drinking a glass of red and whatnot. So I can tell right now this would go good with a glass of Melback Chianti. a cab, a real strong Merlot. I've moved away from sweet wines and whatnot. That's been years ago. So the drier, the earthier the wine, the better I like it. But I think this would definitely go well with a nice dry red wine. And I'm always trying to improve my skills in retrohaling. Something I didn't do in the beginning. With cigars, I retrohale all the time when I'm smoking my pipe, but not. I'm just getting into. I'm growing. I'm growing. Things hit me in spurts. I started smoking cigars in '96. I don't even think I retrohaled my first cigar until 10 years later. I'm just not there. But the stars align, the moon comes out, and it's like, I'm ready to increase my maturity in cigars. So I'm gonna try to retrohale. I actually enjoy it. As you can tell, I did not put the whole cigar in my mouth. I did not lick the cigar, and it's pretty much burning. It has a pretty nice, even feel to it. I don't think I need to touch it up with a torch or anything. And again, the more I talk, the less I pull on the cigar, the longer it'll last. And I got to remember to keep looking up here. That's where my lens is. But yeah. So. So this is my Saturday. Sometimes, when I'm smoking my pipe, for me, pipe smoking is mainly an individual pastime. I'm on my porch, I'm in my den, somewhere, or my office, whatever, doing work in the yard. I'm usually by myself. It's just enjoying life. Cigars, more fellowship. You get with the guys, you get with the girls, you 2 to 3 to 10 people, and you just kind of sit back and enjoy your cigar with some good company. It's a good conversation. But I found out that there's nothing like sitting on an overcast day, just the natural light coming into the room, by yourself. Maybe have some music playing, some like jazz or some classical music and whatnot, and just light up a cigar and just take some nice, gentle pulls off of it. And just become one with the cigar. Nobody to talk to, nobody to answer any questions, nobody to distract you. It's just you and your cigar. Now, the next time I smoke this bad boy, I'll probably have some of my frat brothers over or some company come over. We'll have a cigar, pour a drink, have some good fellowship. But nothing like just communing with your cigar and yourself by yourself and just analyzing everything about this cigar. So I do not have, I don't believe, I do, my torch with me. So if I was going to tighten this up, you can see on this side, this is where we are. As we rotate it, you can see that it's a little lower on the other side, on the opposite side. So when I tap the ash, I don't like it to be uneven. So I'm just going to give it a light little toasting. And again, you can see that I'm doing that, but I'm not burning a big hole in the cigar. I'm just kind of bringing it down slowly to meet the other side of the cigar. You always want to take care of your cigar. You treat it like it's your best friend, like it's your woman. You don't want to overburn. You don't want to give it any marks. You want to just be able to enjoy and present it in a very beautiful way. So I'm just trying to make it as even as possible. I'm not going to do too much. So that looks a little bit better. That way when I do let the ash go, it'll go in one little cylinder. Yeah, it is. Very good afternotes. This is not a harsh cigar at all. You would think with the color, it's not your Connecticut shade and whatnot. I'm going to do some research on this because I can't remember what was on the box, and it does not appear to be anything on the label except for the Series R. I don't know the actual wrapper. I'm not sure if this is I'm not sure what the wrapper is, and I didn't do my research before making the video, so I have to do it afterwards. But it doesn't come across as a Maduro. It doesn't taste like a Maduro. I'm not getting a head rush from smoking like you smoke a real strong cigar. This here for me, and I think it's mainly because I smoke so many cigars, this for me really is kind of like mild to medium. Now it may be classified as a medium, but just based off what I've smoked in the past and what I'm smoking currently, this here comes off as a mild to medium stick. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this may be the first time that I've actually done a cigar review, so don't judge me too hard. Still learning, still learning. One thing I did do during the COVID, I joined a cigar group, and a cigar tasting group, and what we did during the COVID, well, we're still in COVID, but mainly during the lockdown times, we would get on the Zoom every Saturday, and we would have a featured stick. And we had a resident expert on the call with us who would give us the lowdown on the construction of the stick, the wrapper, binder, filler, what type of filler it was, everything. And then, we would actually have a drink to pair with it. But as he always talked about, some of us would try doing it the way he would say, trying your first stick, or you're sampling a cigar, you would use a glass of water. That way you're not having anything else affect your taste buds except the cigar itself. So I'm learning, and that's the one good thing about cigars. You learn. And while you're learning, you can enjoy the smoke. You can enjoy the smoke. Worst case scenario is that you're not going to like this cigar. So what do? Finish, unless it's just totally bad, just finish smoking it and you put it on your do not buy list again. Or you put it on your let me try this stick again and say maybe in a year or so, later down the line. Because there have been many cigars that I wanted to smoke or smoked and I didn't care for it because it might have been too strong or whatever the case may be. And so at that time, it was not a good smoke. But I've noticed that years down the line, as I've grown, matured a little bit, my palate changes over time. That cigar that I didn't like years ago now has become the cigar that I like now. So there's a cigar that I am still wanting to try and to enjoy and just take it for all it has to offer. And for me, this is the Arturo Fuente Opus X. Short story. I was working in the cigar spot years ago. On a Sunday, at the church, opened up, and I said, you know what? I really want to try this cigar. So I had a Petite Corona Opus X. Clip, lit, took my first pull. Okay, this is good. Now, the reason was two reasons why I wanted to try this cigar. One, because there's one cigar I had not tried before. Two, I had a frat brother who's about half my size who could smoke anything in the shop, whether it be Maduro, double Maduro, triple Maduro, knock you off your butt Maduro, whatever he can smoke that. I wanted to get to his level. Now he had been smoking longer than I have, but I wanted to try it. Woo! That Petite Corona knocked me out. I do not know to this day how I made it through the next 6 hours of working in that shop because my stomach was torn up in knots. But I figured out what I did. That day I did not eat. And that was my mistake. I did not have a full stomach. So that thing just went in my system and just poured all kind of nicotine and all kind of stuff. And I was like all day long and whatnot. Plus the stomach was killing me and everything. So I put that. I said I would never smoke another Opus X again. Then I said, I had a couple in my stash in my humidor that had been sitting there for years. I said, you know what? I'm gonna smoke this cigar again. I don't know when. Still working on that. I don't know when, but I'm gonna smoke that Opus X. And I forgot what size it is. It's not the Petite Corona. It's the bigger size. I want to say maybe the Churchill or Double Corona. I'm not sure. I gotta look and see. But that's the cigar. And there's another one that I want to smoke. I forget the name of it. I'll have to put it on the next video and whatnot, forgetting the name. But so, again, don't count them out unless you just know that you're not going to move up. You just, in your mind, I'm not going to move up to another cigar strength. But you never know. So, I have 2 cigars. One is the Opus X. I had 3. One was the Opus X. The other one was the Camacho Triple Maduro. I actually had the older blend. And I did that about 2 months ago. Had a nice meal. Poured me a nice drink, lit that stick, and that was one of the best smokes. That was a Triple Maduro by Camacho, and I smoked that bad boy down to the nub. Phenomenal smoke. Phenomenal smoke. So, never count it out. And believe it or not, I really came on this video just to give you like a 5-minute video. Just that I'm doing something a little different. Because normally you see me smoking a pipe, but I do enjoy cigars as well. And this is one that I decided I was going to smoke today. But it's going on about 22, 23 minutes. So I am not going to bore you anymore. I will say enjoy your Saturday. I see the sun is coming out, even though it's still overcast up in the sky in one particular area. The sun's on the other side. So we're going to see how this Saturday turns out. But hopefully, my friends, you will get your stick, pour your drink, light, drink, smoke, and just enjoy your time alone with your cigar and get to know it a little bit better. With that being said and done, this is your man, the Omega Forever, coming to you on a nice Saturday afternoon. Going to get back in here, finish the cigar, get some more work done, and enjoy the rest of my weekend. So until next time, salud. Peace.